this week we saw Museveni making some changes in the security system, and a few questions arised. One, we saw that Museveni removed Sabit Muzee, who was the deputy IGP, and he put him back to the
headquarters.
Why do you think he did that?
Sabit, first of all, how did Sabit came into this position? How did the Uganda end up having at least assistant or the IGP, assistant IGP or IGP, as has been Museveni is proving us that he has to be an officer. He has to be someone who has received training from the army. Case in point, the former IGP was called Kare Kaihura, is the General Kare Kaihura. And this guy immediately when he left that position, he's been in that position of assistant IGP at least for 2 elections. When General Kare Kaihura was given this position, he announced it clearly that me, I'm a cadre. I'm a cadre of NRM, you understand. Remember, police has to be for everyone. Remember, Kare Kaihura is among the people who went to fight in Bush after doing his master's law at the London School of Economics. I think that's where he did his master's. So the guy joins Museveni in the war, and then years later becomes a general, and the general now is given police. He spent there 13 years in the position of IGP, Inspector General Police. Kare helped Museveni at least in 2 elections, at least actively, 2011 and 2016. If it wasn't Kare Kaihura, Kano Besigye had a campaign which was called Walk to Work. Walk to Work, where people were demonstrating about the prices of things, fuel and things like that in Uganda after elections, because the prices went so high. And then Kale Kaihura, using his army training and the tactics and the royalism he had with Museveni, he was able to dismantle Kano Besigye, right? So we move from that history of police. That's why I'm trying to give you a background to see why Museveni is trying as much as possible to keep an army officer very close to police leadership. That is an intention of how it's not. It is now by design. It is tested. He has tested it. So Kale moves on for 13 freaking years. And then years later, Museveni sits, I think 2 years ago, he sits and says, there is Kawukomi. This word literally Museveni was meaning that in police, there is bin weave that need to be cleaned. So when that happens, Kale loses his position as an IGP, and a few challenges come along his way. Because of the atrocities he committed when he was carrying on that position as a NRM cadre, United States came up with using what is it called, Magnitsky Act or bill. They wanted to sanction. They sanctioned him, and it was just to do business in the United States, right? That is the former IGP of Uganda, right?
Yeah, but
that is Kale Kaihura.
But we see Museveni making this change to Sabit Muzee after the sanction.
Exactly. Now that is where I was going. That now he brings in another arm officer. Why did the sanctions look for the assistant IGP rather than the IGP? The current IGP of Uganda by default or image or for communication is called Okoth Ochola. Why is he not the one facing the sanctions? That is the question we should ask those of you who are watching us. Why the sanctions skip the IGP, the Inspector General of Police, the sitting one, who was the former Kaihura assistant, of course, now it becomes the IGP. Theoretically, it seems the Americans and the people who are sanctioning Uganda forces, they really have intelligence on ground how these people operate, that we put a theory IGP and we have the practical IGP. That is what I'm seeing. So Museveni thought, I think, in his mind that, okay, when I remove Kaihura and I put a police trained personnel as an IGP, I'll play it safe, right? The image will be like, oh, police is led by a policeman. But in actual sense, let me put assistant IGP as his assistant, but of course, he'll be the one reporting to me, and we do the army things. He tries it. I think that one fails. That's why you see sanctions. They also looked for an army officer in police. I think now Muzei gets these sanctions and a bit they are shaking him. Museveni says, this boy with this reputation, he may not do my work during election peak. Remember, in November, police participated in killings, right? And they noticed, I think Muzei was the one giving order rather than Ochola, the real IGP. So they said, Muzei, we need you to answer these questions, you and your family. So Muzei, with that fear, he may not do the job, right? During elections, like at the peak, elections. Guys who are watching us, Uganda is having elections on 14th January 2021. So they say, fine. Someone says, fine, let me remove this guy. I bring a clean person. So after deadening Muzei for a while, he's like, okay, you be aside, go to headquarters in Buya, sit down, I'll give you work, right?
So, but why did Museveni go to pick Major General Okech to come back to fill in Muzei's position?
Exactly. Okech is clean as a white shirt, is as clean as a day. You understand? He has nothing. So he wants to bring that guy, you get, who can command. Another thing is a commander. He has been commanding in South Sudan. Is a lion heart. You understand? Is a steel. So he needs someone who can command. When he say that police or army go do this, they have to accomplish the work, and that is the person he needs, not a person who is going to panic, or someone who already has seen a bit of civilian life. This guy is been at war, has been at different operations and things like that. So he's a good fit for Museveni's survival.
So Museveni is preparing himself for the general election.
Yes, for general election. Yes, so he's trying to make sure that he has the grip on each and every sector. He knows that, okay, me as Museveni as a person, I won't be in every place, but my policemen, my army men, they can reach everywhere, you understand? After all, they can fire one person, you kill one person, to disperse 1,000 people, or even 10,000 people. Of course, everyone will run for their lives. And you've seen recently, in a free Bobi Wine protest, it happened that these policemen and the army men, they were both shooting to kill. You understand? So he's bringing a person who's not afraid of those things. Okech is the best fit. He's clean. So by the time you commit crimes that amount to be sanctions or to be on international warrant or things like that, then Museveni would have made maybe another person. Maybe Muzei now will be free, can come back. Or maybe General Kaihura now can come back. That's what I'm saying. And another thing which I'm reading, Museveni is trying to clean up the guys he fought with, to bring in new kids on block that can really serve him unapologetically. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, man. That's the stage where he is. He needs people like that. It is election time. So
we also saw Museveni putting his son Muhoozi as the new leader of SFC.
Of course.
Why now?
Why now? Exactly. I should ask you, why Muhoozi now is the new SFC commander? Special Force Command. Special Force Command in Uganda is the presidential guard. Why is Muhoozi? First of all, when sanctions came to look for people who have committed atrocities, the former leader of, I think is Mwesigye, is among the people who are needed. right? Who may be sanctioned. Kainerugaba is clean, you understand? He has nothing like that. So also he has to replace that person, because maybe Mwesige could panic to whatever is going to happen, you understand? So he brings his son, of course. Now, this guy, it is a bit a dilemma that he's given a very, very hard job. And Museveni, as a politician, he knows that he needs someone who's super royal. Of course, he's his father. He will tell him what to do. Exactly. Now, there is the relationship between General Muhoozi and the General Museveni is informal. You can call him at any time he wants. This also Kainerugaba can call his dad at any time. So it is like it's going to be informal relationship. We don't know what they are planning, but I see something fishy. By the way, another question that came to my mind, and I want to ask it to you. Will Muhoozi salute the next president if that next president is going to be Bobi Wine, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu? Can he? That is a question, because General Kainerugaba Muhoozi, he has openly criticized Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, a person of him, you understand? And Bobi Wine has openly replied back in attacking way Muhoozi. So they have exchanged. Now, can he lead the force that has to guard him? And by the way, openly Muhoozi showed that he's a card of NRM. For example, Kampala Central, where is one of the most important constituents in Uganda, right? Muhoozi has said it openly that he's going to support an NRM cadre, right? So already Museveni, what he is doing is saying, okay, I need my young boys, what he calls Bazukulu, in making, because of these guys. Museveni came to power when Muhoozi was 12 years. So he's grown up seeing his dad, whatever he sees, and you see all the people now is changing. The Sabitis is around the same age, even Locate is around the same age. Why is he bringing this young blood? First of all, he's clearing the old guys out. Also, what he is doing is giving way to these guys who can listen to him. And another thing, these changes is trying to bring in guys who are not going to be intimidated, who are still clean, because he makes you dirty, then you go, you get a break, and you give you. So when you get break, for example, now Peter Ewelu has no audacity to do otherwise. He's surviving because of a person of Yoweri Museveni, and that works for any dictator. They make you dirty so that you only depend on them. They are the only one that has the cleaning material or a detergent to clean you. You get? This is what he's doing. And I think Muhoozi could be the last option to be safe. Also, what I'm reading, Mzee Museveni may be saying that I'm not safe in any other hands. So that's why he's like, okay, my son can't do that job. After all, me was taught him. So now he's becoming a bit inward looking, and that is kind of showing his fear that he is really intimidated with the ongoing. You understand? Maybe he feels like he's not safe with the command that has been sitting. You understand? Two things, or three. First of all, guys, let me make the summary of this video. First of all, Mr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is looking for cadres, one. Also, is looking for people who are loyal to him. 3, he's looking at sweeping away the people who fought. Also, he's looking at militarizing police. I think those are 5 things. Then also is looking for people who are clean to finish the work. And then 7th, he is getting ready for elections. The man is ready. What I'm asking is, opposition ready? Hey guys, if you've managed to get this far in this video, please, we thank you for that. And we also say, can you please subscribe? Please subscribe to our channel so that you give us more energy to make videos like this. And please, we plan to get more programs and more people on this channel, but you have to give us that energy by subscribing. And near a subscription button, there is another arrow, which is a share button. Please, can you share our videos after watching? Thank you so much.